Lythe Pillay, 23 years old, a university student from a city east of Johannesburg, not yet a household name. Then he took the baton and ran a number Michael Johnson had owned for 33 years. Nobody had ever done it before. Nobody had even come close. Michael Johnson is the most dominant quarter-miler the sport has ever produced. 2 Olympic gold medals in the 400 meters, 4 world titles. At the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, he won both the 200 and 400 meters in the same games, a double that had never been done before and has never been done since. When people talk about the greatest 400-meter runners in history, the conversation begins with Johnson and rarely goes far beyond him. He ran with a style that coaches called wrong, upright, stiff, nothing like the textbook form taught in every training program across America, and yet nobody could touch him. He drove through the straight with a short, punchy stride that looked mechanical, but produced times his rivals could not reach. The form was unusual. The results were historic. In August 1993, at the World Athletics Championships in Stuttgart, Germany, Johnson ran the second leg of the United States men's 4x400-meter relay. He took the baton and split 42.94 seconds. The American team won gold and set a world record of 2 minutes, 54.29 seconds. That relay world record still stands today. Generation after generation of quarter-milers tried to reach it. Olympic champions, world record holders, sprinters at the absolute peak of their powers. All of them fell short. Lythe Pillay was born and raised in Benoni, a city east of Johannesburg in South Africa's Gauteng province. He fell in love with running in primary school and was good at it immediately. A talent scout spotted him young and earned him a scholarship to King Edward VII School in Johannesburg, one of the most competitive athletic programs in South African high school sport. His coach, Lythe du Plessis, took him from that starting point and never let go. By 15, he held the South African under-15 boys 400-meter record. He won the African Youth 400-meter title at 16. He was a 3-time South African junior champion in the 400 meters. In 2021, he competed at the World Under-20 Championships and reached the final. Then came 2022 in Cali, Colombia. At the World Athletics Under-20 Championships, Pillay won gold. He ran 45.28 seconds to take the 400-meter title, overtaking his Jamaican rival in the final stretch after a preparation hampered by illness. He was 19 years old. South Africa had found something real. But junior gold is not the same as senior dominance. After Cali, the path got harder. Pillay competed at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics as part of the men's relay team. At the Paris 2024 Olympics, he qualified individually, reached the semifinals, and was eliminated. He cried talking to journalists directly after the race and chose to stay on the track rather than disappear down the tunnel. Days later, he came back to anchor South Africa's relay team to 5th place in the Olympic final. The relay was always where Pillay flew. In the individual event, something was stuck. He won the South African national 400-meter title in 2024 with 44.31 seconds, becoming the second fastest South African man in history behind only Wade van Niekerk. He won the 400 meters at the 2025 World University Games. He helped South Africa win gold at the 2025 World Relays. But his personal best sat at 44.32 seconds, and at the 2025 World Championships in Tokyo, the individual semifinals ended his campaign again. Pillay is a BCom accounting student by nature, analytical, precise, careful. He had been applying that same mindset to his races, studying them, dissecting them, engineering his splits to the 100th of a second. He decided to stop doing that entirely. "Now, I have a very blank approach," Pillay said. "My approach is just run, whether it's the Olympics, whether it's a local meet. Don't think, just run." That decision set up everything that happened in Gaborone. On May 3, 2026, the National Stadium in Gaborone, Botswana, held the men's 4x400-meter final at the World Athletics Relays. The host nation lined up as defending world champions. The crowd noise inside the stadium was overwhelming. Botswana had an entire nation watching them run. Pillay received the baton in second place. He ran, No thinking, no dissecting, he just ran. He came off the curve onto the back straight with Tebogo ahead of him. He closed the gap. By the time the exchange zone for the third leg appeared, Pillay had taken the lead and handed off to Kokemoer with South Africa in front. The crowd, there for Botswana, had gone quiet for a moment. Something had happened on that leg that nobody quite believed in real time. He crossed the finish of his leg in 42.66 seconds, 28/100ths of a second faster than Michael Johnson's 33-year-old record, the fastest relay leg in the history of the men's 4x400 meters, only the second relay leg under 43 seconds ever recorded. When his teammate Zakithi Nene told him the split in the media tunnel, Pillay did not believe it. "I was in denial," he said. "I'm sure they'll correct it because you saw how crazy those splits were yesterday." They did not correct it. South Africa finished second behind Botswana in 2 minutes, 55.07 seconds, the fifth fastest men's relay of all time. Their run that day moved them to the third spot in the all-time rankings, and Lythe Pillay had produced the fastest single relay leg any man had ever run. Honesty matters here. A relay split is not the same as an individual 400-meter race, and pretending otherwise would be wrong. In a relay, the incoming runner takes the baton at speed. That running start adds pace a solo sprinter cannot have. Michael Johnson's individual 400-meter world record is 43.18 seconds, a solo effort from blocks that has stood for 27 years. Pillay's relay split of 42.66 is a different kind of number and not a direct comparison. But here is what the relay split does tell you. To run 42.66, a sprinter must generate an extraordinary level of raw speed. Johnson's relay record lasted 33 years. Pillay didn't just edge it, he moved it by almost 0.3 of a second. That is a different level. Pillay's individual personal best is 44.32, a full second and a half slower. The athletic machinery required is not in question. The legs are capable. The question is whether Pillay can unlock that capability standing alone in the blocks. To reach Johnson's world record, the 23-year-old would need to improve his personal best by more than a full second. That is a large gap. But consider this, his 44.32 was the world lead for 2026, set before he had peaked. Then he went to Botswana and ran 42.66. Johnson's relay record stood for 33 years. Pillay ended it. The individual world record, 43.18, has stood for 27 years. Lythe Pillay has already taken one. The next question writes itself.